section and year 1. Today we are going to explore finding a half for the first time together. And to help us do this, we are going to use some objects. And these objects in particular are one of my favourite things to eat. And we will be using cake. Now, it is important that we know that a half means one of two equal parts, and that we're able to recognise that there are two parts and that they are equal. So today I've got a little picture of myself and a little picture of Miss Pring, because Miss Pring and I, we share a lot and we have lunch together, and so I thought it would be really fantastic if she would help us as well with our learning. So let's have a little look at having some cake. We are going to start off with some chalk buns. Now, to begin with, I only have one chalk bun. And I said to Miss Pring that we could share it because we would be able to have this chalk bun into two equal parts. She would have one part and I would have the other. Now, I don't think Miss Pring would think that this was very fair or very equal if I was to cut our chalk bun here, because halving is one of two equal parts, and unfortunately for Miss Pring, that would not be an equal part, especially if I had this side here and this was for her. So let's have a think. How can I find a way to have this chalk bun? So there are two parts, one for Miss Pring, one for myself, but they are equal. I know. Let's cut it down the middle. Is that better? I think so. Why don't we cut that? Oh, a chalk bun is delicious. Very sticky, very gooey, but goes down the middle. And then if we were to have a look at these two, there are two equal parts. This is one part. This is another part, and if we were to put it back together, it would have a hole. So the hole is my chalk bun, and this is one part for Miss Pring and one part for myself, and they are both equal. They are the same. Miss Pring doesn't have more than myself, and I don't have more than Miss Pring. Fantastic. Why don't we use another cake? This time we're going to use a strawberry jam donut. And again, we are going to have this. So Miss Pring gets some and I get some as well. Now, if I was to cut it here, that's definitely not sharing. That's definitely not finding two equal parts. I would be a little bit disappointed if Miss Pring tried to give me this little bit here after she said we would have half each. Now, with this donut, we could go down the middle this way, very similar to how we did with the chalk bun. But there's also another way that we can have this donut. We can turn it this way and go down the middle. Now, if you have a look, before we cut it, I can see that that's two parts after they've been cut. This side here would be one part. This side here would be the other part. And Miss Pring and I would have the same. We would both have an equal part. Let's cut the donut. Again, very delicious. Taking Miss Pring's with me there. Okay, let's have a little look. This is the whole donut. We have cut it in half. We have got one of two equal parts. So this is one part, this is another part. If we were to put them back together, we would have a whole. So we have found one half of this